first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is Leonard Fournette, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson now off the bootleg. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards on the pickup there.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Jameis now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. And couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
On 2nd and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They run the counter. McFarland Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Here's McFarland. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll run with McFarland. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Anthony McFarland, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Chris Boswell.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Now this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
At the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Winston now after the fumble recovery. Coverage intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Before we came up to the booth,
Last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Leonard Fournette.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Fournette. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. T.J. Watt. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's 2nd down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
The screen.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First down, Ravens.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
At the 23, it's second and 12. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
And it's third down. Third and long.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
Field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Winston. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Flush to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. And the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Boston, first down. First down and 10 yards.
First down throw for Winston. Now he's flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Oswald's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Taken about 7 yards deep. Get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st down, they'll start with McFarland. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jameis to throw it. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, McFarland. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Winston now from the 50. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 3rd down, here's McFarland. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Fourth down, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tossing this out wide to McFarland. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 24-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, McFarland. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the red zone now, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Anthony McFarland with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And a Raven first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A 2nd-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Baltimore.
Jackson on 1st down. Open man is Duvernay. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Dobbins running out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And as a result, possession switches hands. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with McFarland. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
2nd and 5 now. Winston. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
To throw is Winston. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 46. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
3 and out.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Play fake. Winston.
Jackson. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The play fake. Here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Lamar Jackson sacked. A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the home team here, they boost their record up to a strong 4.